All right, let's shift over to the West. I need to know about this Rockets and Spurs series. It's another series that's tied at 2 apiece. What's going on over there?
Joe?
Well, old, decrepit is finally catching up with the San Antonio Spurs.
Ooh, that's fair.
And it showed. Greg Popovich is a great coach. Absolutely great coach.
Hall of
But
Famer.
I think losing Tim Duncan hurt them enormously, more than they were willing to admit. And they went to go get LaMarcus Aldridge. LaMarcus Aldridge was great in the last couple playoff games, but he only scored like 5 the first one and
4
and 5. I think it was he can't be doing that. Kawhi Leonard is incredible. He is not even close to LeBron James, so let's stop trying to elevate him to that.
Yeah.
But he's a great player. He's a great shooter. He's shouldered more offensive responsibility. He's a great defensive player. The claw. He's long. He's athletic. He's dynamic. Really like what he's doing. However, he's got to guard James Harden, which is a bear on its own. Here's the deal. If the Rockets shoot the ball like they did in Game 1, they're unbeatable. The Rockets shoot the ball like they did in Game 2, they're unbeatable. But if the Spurs can take the air out of the ball, work the ball inside, get LaMarcus the ball in good spots, you're going to win.
Mm-hmm.
But you can't let the Rockets get up and down on you. I think this run for the Spurs is over. I think the Rockets will win it in 7. But once again, this doesn't matter because whoever's going to go is going to have to play the Warriors.
Yep.
Sorry.
I'm kind of with you. It's a story of 3-pointers, and if the Rockets shoot well, they win. If they don't, they lose. I think the Spurs are kind of in that the next few years are going to be a transitional period for them. They'll still be good and make the playoffs, but they won't be in contention like they have been in the past years. The X factor in this series is LaMarcus Aldridge. He only had 4 points in Game 1. Since then, he had 15 Game 2, 26 in Game 3, and 16 in Game 4. And like I said, if Aldridge has good games, San Antonio will win. If he has bad games, they'll lose. But Kawhi's got to have somewhat of a supporting cast, even though he's averaging 24.3 points per game in this conference semifinals and 6 assists. Everybody needs help, and right now he's not really getting that. And they lost Tony Parker, which is the facilitator of their offense. So I don't know. We'll see. It's a crapshoot on who's going to win this one.
Okay, I'll make you do the same thing then. Series tied at 2 apiece. Who you got?
Rockets in 7.
Rockets in 7 from Drew.
I think I'm leaning more towards the Rockets than 7-2.
No,
maybe even 6.
They're just too old, man. The Spurs are just too old. They need to revamp.
Yeah, they're experienced though.
Maybe they should go chase Chris Paul in free agency. Hint, hint, nudge.
There it is. All right, Golden State Warriors. They have not lost a game in the postseason as either. They're into the Western Conference Finals already. Give me a quick sentence on what we need to know about the Warriors.
Deej.
Cupcake.
Soft.
They're soft. And I hate the Warriors for it. I've never been a Warriors fan. I mean, yes, all the fancy 3-pointers and dribble pull-ups are cool, but when it comes down to it, grit, I just like the grit and defense of the Cavaliers, and I hope they beat the tar out of Golden State when it gets to the finals, because those are the 2 teams that are going to be in the finals. But the Jazz stood no chance. They're too inexperienced. And the Warriors are just too overpowering, even though they are soft, with the exception of Draymond Green.
Series is simple.
Yeah.
The Warriors do something much better than the Jazz do, and that's shoot threes.
Yep.
Yes, the Jazz have better big men.
And there's no nightlife in Salt Lake.
But it doesn't really matter. 3 is worth more than 2. Always has been.
Yep.
It's the easiest math problem. We do those greater than less than problems in first and second grade. We know what this series was going to be.
Yep.
And here, Christian, I can make the argument for you. You ready for this one? You'll love this. This whole NBA season didn't matter. The playoffs didn't matter. We knew what was going to happen. There's never been less
It's
parity.
just TV.
There's never been less parity in the league.
Mm-hmm.
The NBA is deathly afraid of them being 2 only strong teams again, like there was back in the day when Boston and LA and a bunch of teams tanking. Well, guess what we have right now?
Same thing.
That exact thing. So everyone knew it was a foregone conclusion. We want Cavs Warriors 3.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna have
barring any major injuries or anything.
and we're gonna have it.
Yep.
And that's gonna be great. But this has been the first playoff, and I haven't watched every game. I turn these games off third quarter because they're done already. Because the three-pointers just become so polarizing, and the Warriors just kill the Jazz.
Yeah.
And then the Jazz come back in the game, and the Warriors put all their starters back in. They go on a 18-0 run. They pull their starters out. Jazz come back. It's just like they're toying with everybody. Let's just get to the finals already. I want to watch LeBron and Draymond Green get into a scuffle. I want to watch Kyrie and Steph yap at each other. I'm excited for the finals.
I'm super excited.
And I don't care about anything else.
There you
And
go.
I know Christian doesn't either. For
That goes
point.
back to the relevant comment earlier.
What if
in
we get
this
a little
segment. There it is, full
prediction
circle.
on the finals? Christian, what do you think?
What do you
What do
think's
I
gonna
think?
happen? I know you're not a basketball guy, really.
Yeah,
Chris.
But
But
just Cavs and Warriors, and then they'll go 7, and it'll be every
Ooh.
storybook you want to know about, and there it is. It's
Okay.
just-
I have
Drew?
Cavs in 6.
I'm gonna go Cavs in 6 too.
Cavs in 6.
we'll see.
I mean, 7 would be even sweeter, but
we'll see who's right.
yeah.
I didn't even pick a team. I just said it's going all 7 because why wouldn't it go all 7?